Hey there, everyone. A happy Thursday. It's Friday Eve. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz on this Thursday morning. Good morning to you. It's been so beautiful to kickstart our Thursday and the last Thursday of summer. Can you believe it? Let's take you outside first. This is a look from Tacoma. You can't see the mountain. It's a little hazy out there. We also have some high clouds. And then taking you to downtown Seattle from our Queen Anne camera. And you see Elliott Bay looking fabulous. The sky looking gorgeous this morning. And yes, once again, we have some changes headed our way. It's going to be nice today and Friday. Just going to be cooler than our Wednesday and certainly going to be cooler than our Tuesday. 91 on Tuesday, tying a previous record high temperature set back in 1967 at SeaTac. Not talking record high temperatures, not anytime soon, and potentially not for the foreseeable future, and at least not if we hit the 80s and 90s. Eventually, if we hold tight into the 70s, maybe there could be some record highs, but again, that could come later. Let's talk about now. We are going to have lingering haze, some light smoke for the next couple of days. It shouldn't do any major issues or bring any major issues to our air quality, but it could bring that hazy look to the sky, except if you're closer to the Bear Gulch fire, just the Olympic Peninsula in general, where we have some thicker wildfire smoke. Rain chances return over the weekend, and once again, if you want some even cooler temperatures, that comes over the weekend. Let's talk about the highs the last 2 weeks. You see generally in the 60s and 70s previously. Before Tuesday, we hit a high near 84 early in September, but temperatures, believe it or not, have been above average, just a little bit in Seattle to date, and it's been so dry, only 6/100ths of an inch of rain so far, where we should be about 8/10ths of an inch to date, so up to September 18th. But once again, we have rain in the forecast, though our rain totals will be on the light side. Nothing major, anything will help. And at this point, it looks to be overnight Saturday and into Sunday morning. And Sunday morning, we'll have decreasing showers. So the second half of our Sunday, the first half of Saturday, in fact, most of our Saturday, we should be on the dry side. First day of fall is on Monday, 70 degrees, which is near normal, and we'll have highs in the low and mid 70s. Let's take a tour around the western portion of the state atop Hurricane Ridge. This time yesterday, we had more wildfire smoke. You could see it's a little hazy out there. And then atop Mount Rainier, this is the summit view. As you see there, we have some high wispy clouds. Visibility looks fine. Let's talk about that wildfire smoke. This is the surface, but this is also aloft as well. You see the red, that indicates some thicker wildfire smoke, but thankfully most of this is aloft, up in the sky. But some of it could mix down to the surface. We're still not expecting widespread issues, thankfully, except for areas maybe closer to the fires, I should say, since we have so many in the state. And into Friday, we'll likely still have some smoke haze around as well, and eventually with some of that incoming rain, that should help in the long run, in the short term as well. Air quality forecast today, you see the green dots, that indicates good, and then same for our Friday as well. The eastern side of the state where we have more active wildfires, that's where we'll have some more drops in air quality. But even then, as you saw, it wasn't anything widespread or anything too major. Highs today, in fact, our average highs are dropping quickly, just like our daylight is dropping quickly, or we're losing daylight quickly, which I'll also talk about in just a few minutes. But highs today around 71 in Seattle, so depending on your neighborhood, between about 71 to 73. South Sound in the mid 70s. We'll have a nice little fall chill in the air tomorrow morning in the 40s and 50s. You might need a sweater, a light jacket, but tomorrow we're even warmer, so mid and upper 70s. A few spots may even hit that 80-degree mark, kind of similar to yesterday. So we have a band of high clouds moving over the area, but that should clear the area this afternoon. We're just overall going to have a nice stretch of weather into our Friday as well. I'm not seeing the wind particles working, but that's okay. It's still going to be a push of onshore winds eventually, but you see a band of showers starting to approach Vancouver Island Saturday night. Now, the next system moving in could speed up, could slow down, but the majority consensus says Saturday night and into Sunday morning. If you're headed to the coast this weekend, Saturday likely going to be partly sunny, maybe mostly cloudy to kick the day off, and then some gradual clearing. But with the system moving in, how close it is, may keep things a little on the murky side, with rain tapering off as the day goes on. Same for the islands, slight chance for rain during the day Saturday. Not expecting anything major to impact any of the ferries or anything like that, with decreasing showers near 70 on Sunday. Pretty similar for Puget Sound, highs in the 70s to start, 60s to follow. And if you're camping this weekend, it could be a little hazy on Saturday, really going to be nice, but plan accordingly for some of that rain moving in overnight and into Sunday. Snow levels about 8,000 feet. If you're headed to Pullman for the Big Apple Cup, it's going to be nice for it. Cool and crisp toward the end of the game, but really pleasant weather on the eastern side of the state. Thankfully, you won't have to worry about any rain. So this is the European model as we get closer. So starting tomorrow, we should start to get some of that high resolution modeling so we can fine tune the exact timing when you can expect the band of rain to move in. But it looks as though Saturday night into Sunday morning, and by the afternoon tapers off to maybe just a couple of spotty showers unless we get some convergence activity, which again, that high resolution modeling should be able to tell us should that occur, but it's possible. And then into the middle half of the week, we may stay a little unsettled with maybe a couple of light showers. Through Sunday night, you see rain totals are manageable, but beneficial nonetheless. On average, most spots may get about maybe 1/4 of an inch for Puget Sound, with some spots a little higher, but all in all, the highest totals will be over the northern coast and the Northwest Olympic Peninsula in general, and up in the Cascades, and if we get some of that convergence activity setting up. The big dark is coming. It's right around the corner. Our last 7 o'clock sunset here in Seattle is on September 25th. So just in a couple of days, October 26th will be our last 6 p.m. sunset until March. And then don't forget, we fall back. So daylight saving officially comes to an end Sunday morning, which is November 2nd. And if it feels earlier this year, because it is. So that's Halloween weekend, by the way. Let's talk about how much daylight we're losing. As of right now, for today, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And as a whole, September, October, we lose about 90 to 100 minutes. And that is so close to 200 minutes of daylight over 2 months. Now, on the first day of fall, which is Monday, we have about 12 hours, 9 minutes of daylight. And then when we fall back by November 2nd, we only have 9 hours and 54 minutes of daylight, and our first sunset will be at 4:49. And then by the winter solstice on December 21st, 8 hours and 25 minutes. But the good news is, starting December 22nd and around Christmas, and therefore after, we start to gradually lose daylight, and then we rapidly gain daylight, I should say. And then we start to rapidly gain daylight as we head into January and then closer to the spring equinox. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast once again. So 71 today, 75 tomorrow. We'll have partly sunny skies on Saturday, near normal. Cooler on Sunday with the showers moving in, and we'll have some cooler air mass in place and allowing us to cool into the 50s and 40s overnight, and it's looking picture perfect for the first day of fall. Again, I can't believe it's here. Now, beyond the 7-day forecast, this is showing us what we can expect through the end of September, and it's looking like we'll have seasonable conditions with highs in the 60s and 70s. We'll just have to wait and see if we get any rain to accompany those 60s and 70s. Remember, you can always find the latest forecast and an extended forecast on King 5 Plus, king5.com. You can find it on our YouTube page as well. And don't forget to download the free King 5 app. I hope you have a lovely day, and we'll talk soon.